welcome to my pick a card channel, the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy and I'm here with a pick a card reading for you. Welcome to my beautiful returning subscribers, of course. Thank you for your comments. Thank you to everyone who has entered for your chance to win a free reading. I have chosen a recent winner, but I'm actually waiting back to hear from one of my most recent winners. So be sure to check your notification bell if you have left me comments, even if they're just little suggestions or little emojis. I may have responded beneath your comment notifying you of being the winner, and I give you clear instructions on how to reach out to me to get the ball rolling. I would never send unsolicited DMs here on YouTube or on Instagram or anywhere, so be sure to protect yourself from people posing as the Tarot Cottage or tarot related content, especially on Instagram. There's a lot of copycats out there, but I would never send unsolicited DMs. I would never ask for payment for the free tarot reading, so be sure to protect yourself, but also check your notifications because I am waiting to hear back from one of my most recent winners, as I said, and I would love to be able to gift you your reading. But for today's pick a card topic, today we are talking about a person on your mind. How are they truly feeling about you? And this person doesn't have to be in no contact, but they can be. You can be interested in this person, currently dating this person. Maybe they're just a little bit holding their true feelings close to their chest. But whatever your scenario, how does the person currently that you're thinking about feeling about you truly? We do have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the 14 card, the clock time. Pile number 2 with nature communication. And pile number 3 with forget who you are. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, whichever image is calling out to you, there could be messages waiting today from your spirit team. And my timestamps are always listed below. I'm going to jump into pile number 1, of course. So pile 1, pile 2, pile number 3. How does the person on your mind today, any person that you're thinking of, how do they truly feel about you right this moment? Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the clock time. It says time, pressure, and in a rush here. And this is your reading about how does the person on your mind at this moment truly feel about you. Now, this card relates to almost temperance. You can see that there's these cogs and all of these gears in behind Alice. And they're referencing perhaps somebody who feels pressured to move into something or felt pressured in the past or who needed more timing. Timing could be a significant factor for this person at this moment as well. And it may not be ideal timing, or there hasn't been ideal timing in this connection in the past too. So for you, pile number 1, how does this person truly feel about you at this moment? Oops, I just threw it across the room. Okay, so it is the Queen of Cups. It is in the reversal. So I'm just trying to reach it. Queen of Cups reversed. The Hanged Man. The 3 of Wands. You know, this really feels like somebody that you could be currently invested in, or currently even maybe dating for someone watching as well. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Star. Oops, and we have the Ace of Cups. Back of the deck, we do have the 9 of Wands. And there's the 3 of Cups. Okay, so this is actually a really positive spread. This person, I feel like the two of you are spending a lot of time together. And I feel like this person, I feel like you make them laugh. I feel like you're a breath of fresh air here. I feel like you are totally invested in this connection. Like you really want this person, maybe even in a commitment fashion. I don't feel like it's in commitment at this moment. And this person here perhaps does feel a little bit pressured by what they know you want. We're starting with the Queen of Cups reversed. And sometimes she can feel a little bit insecure. And when she feels insecure, she needs reassurance. Or reassurance, is that even a word? Reassurance. She needs confirmation that where she thinks she's headed, she's actually heading in that direction. So you may feel a little uncertain and be looking for assurance from this person about where this connection is going. And in this moment, they think so highly of you. Like, I think this person really, really likes you. But they are waiting it out. It's like they're waiting to see. They don't want to make you feel like you aren't valuable. As I feel like they're worried about hurting your feelings because they're not completely sure about where it's going, but they're on the horse. Like, even though they don't know where the horse is going, it doesn't mean they're not on the horse with you. It's just that they can't perhaps offer you security yet in what you really want them to offer you, which is perhaps commitment cycles, because we have this Three of Cups and somebody who's having a lot of fun, and how you may feel like they feel empowered by this period of having fun with you, but it's like you're just checking off the time frame of like, how long are we just going to be hanging out before you call me your girlfriend? Or how long are we just going to be messing around before we move this into a commitment cycle? It's like there's this reference of like two people who are experiencing the Three of Cups, but they are interpreting it in such different ways here. Because I feel like you already know what you want out of this connection. Backup deck is already the Two of Cups. You already know what you want out of this connection. You don't want to think of it like it's wishful thinking overall. And this is where Spirit wants you to feel more lighthearted, because this person intends to find out where this is going. They may not be able to give you the reassurance right now, but they intend to find out that there's more that's going to be revealed here. And they are actually looking to the future, but they don't want to give you all the answers in case they end up disappointing you, because if they continue to explore and then something happens, they're worried about hurting you. And we can't deny as well that here at the Queen of Cups, you could have a very strong focus on like moving into family energies and moving into commitments. And that might be really important to you. And you may have discussed this with this person, that there's a feeling of almost feeling a little pressured from the Divine Feminine. It's like a smothering type of energy. Here's the Ten of Cups. But look at what's going to be revealed to you, Pile 1. We can't see it yet. But the Hanged Man sometimes asks us to stop struggling so much against some of the emotions that rise out of these collaborations. And how if we stop struggling and we just kind of surrender with grace to the opportunity and the flow of what's going to be revealed to us, what's going to be revealed to us could be something really beautiful and really huge. And I feel like this person I feel like they're cautiously optimistic, but when they start to feel like you're rushing them or you're pressuring them to answer for what's coming in the future, that's when they start to get anxious. That's when they start to resist. But like there's such an interesting dynamic to how they feel about you, because they feel like the connection with you empowers them. But the pressure that they feel sometimes makes them see the thorns amidst the roses here. Whereas these thorns are actually your thorns, because you just want to feel protected. You just want to feel secure about where you're going. And sometimes it's the most frustrating thing in the world for the Divine Feminine to wait to see where this is going to go. It's like you can see with the Three of Wands, she's already picked that sailboat up right out of the water. She's not even letting it go anywhere. And she's got her hand on her hip. It's like, I'm already claiming this sailboat. And the truth is, I feel like this person also wants to claim you. They're just not sure yet. They want to go along for the ride. Sometimes this connection fills them with so much empowerment. It makes them want, like they just have so much fun with you until they start to feel that pressure for answers that they may themselves haven't even discovered yet, because that's what's being unveiled towards them as well, is the full spectrum of what you have to offer and the full spectrum of what this connection has to offer. But they just need a little bit of time. And they're worried that you won't have the patience to give that to them. They're worried that they're going to hurt you if they tell you that they feel pressured, and that if they tell you that they're feeling a little bit like, it's like they're feeling a push, they're feeling a smothered energy. They're afraid to communicate that to you, because the solution is just timing. That's what Spirit says. The solution to any obstacle in this connection is just time. And the solution to going through that time and making it feel fun is the Three of Cups. It's no surprise when they say that, time flies when you're having fun. And this is what this person's having right now. They're having fun. But I feel like sometimes the Divine Feminine and her emotional maturity that she kind of has, maybe sometimes a little bit more of in the emotional realm, it's like she demands more assurance sometimes. A lot of Cancer energy with the Divine Feminine here today. A lot of Aquarius. This person could just be applying a really logical approach. When they look at the future, they see you in it. But they want to take their time exploring that possibility. Even here, the 7 and the 2, it's the 9 of Pentacles. It's like an independence. So this person may feel like they're in an independent phase, but they could be coming to the end of that independent phase. And the true key to coming to the end of that phase is having fun here with you. They're also highlighting your hips. They're just showing now the hula hoop going around and how they really think that you're beautiful. They really like your curves. And how honestly you might get exactly what you're hoping for anyway. And I feel like this person can see that there's something really special about you here. That's why they themselves sometimes feel vulnerable. It's like they themselves are afraid to put all of their eggs of expectation in this basket in case they get hurt. But things are coming to light. This Ace of Cups is a new, beautiful emotional start that is available to both of you. They just need that timing. And timing doesn't have to feel like it's against us. It's an opportunity for us to recognize when we are sort of creating emotional turbulence for ourselves. If we have time, we can adjust. We can decide, okay, I'm not going to apply myself in an insecure way today. Today I'm going to take a parallel path, and I'm going to see if I can just enjoy the ride and see where that takes me. And maybe by the end of this day, I won't feel insecure about where this connection is going. I'll just feel optimistic about spending time with them the next time. Because again, it doesn't feel like maybe you have solidified the relationship yet, and this is testing the strength, particularly of the divine feminine. But this person feels like, first of all, it's like they're very physically attracted to you. They showed me that cartoon where the wolf's tongue rolls out across the floor and there's that big sound, that horn sounding in the background. Like this person's very physically attracted to you, and for this moment, that's enough for them. They see potential just because of that. They just like to perhaps micromanage the elements a little bit. They like to feel in control of the rate of speed, and they just require a little bit more timing from you. But look what's coming out underneath all of that. Again, the Ace of Cups, new emotional starts, Queen of Wands who feels like she's being kept waiting a little bit, but Spirit indicates that this could be very much be worth the wait for you. Oops. How do they truly feel, please? They may be afraid to speak about emotion with you because they know your expectations are there. We have Flame Tree, the start of something new. And they feel it. And there's a hidden path here. It says the marriage of spirit and matter. And all we have to do, like two people that perhaps started from the same seed. And now we have this opportunity, this crossroads. It's okay to explore something new. It's okay to start small. Flames have a way of spreading. It creates a domino effect. That hidden path came out again. And we have back of deck rising above, clarity, freedoms, and solution. Rising above our insecurities. Rising above delays and frustrations and expectations. This is what this person wants to do. And honestly, I feel like there's really good things coming in the future of this connection. Their resistance is not a testament to their lack of ability to commit to you in the future, I don't feel. They're just testing the waters right now. They're seeing where this goes, and they're afraid to go at the rate of speed at which they want to go because they already feel the momentum from the divine feminine that she wants more assurance. Let's get a couple of message cards here. How do they truly feel right this moment, please? And now I'm hearing that song by Meghan Trainor, I'm Crushing on Me. And I feel like there's like this crush energy between the two of you, but this is like advice from your guides that like they want you to crush on yourself. They want you to give yourself so much self-love so that you don't come into any connection feeling insecure at all, that you start to walk on a parallel path of confidence. Because they just said you're the girl of your dreams. And if you're the girl of your dreams, then of course you can be the girl of this person's dreams. We do have, I am struggling to be who you built me up to be. It's like building them up to be someone that they aren't yet. But it's just a struggle. They still think so highly of you. I think they're afraid to tell you some of these feelings as well. I should have been honest from the start. That I do have a plan for us, but we just have to wait a little bit longer. It's under construction. And I feel like they're afraid to say it. But Spirit just said they're going to get there eventually. They're going to get there eventually here. I want to explore my dark side with you. Like I want to have fun with you. I want to go out. Maybe there's a bit. I didn't get a really strong like physical reference to that until now, but that could be how they empower their confidence is through the physical realm. You're unlike anyone I know. So comparing you to other people. Oh, we have two references to time. We have here, time keeps on slipping and it doesn't mean forever. So you could be referencing this of like, well, time keeps on slipping away. And he's like, well, it doesn't mean forever. Again, an emphasis too on like your curves coming through here as well. Our situation sometimes paralyzes me. I almost feel like this is a mutual message. I am speechless without you. But your smile brightens my whole day. And you are like a breath of fresh air. I feel like you have a beautiful heart, and that's what this person compares to other people as well. We have here, why didn't you call or text? So it's like sometimes when the divine feminine is feeling insecure, she will react in kind. It's like when in Rome, do as. It's like if I feel like you're not giving me what I want, then sometimes I will retreat. Sometimes I will have an emotional response that feels a little bit negative. So they are referencing that as well. What are this person's intentions moving into the future, please, Spirit, for pile number 1? I just saw the wedding rings card. We have here, oh, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting, and I want to date you. Like, want to date you. And I feel this person genuinely has this attraction to you. They just need a little bit of time. That's all. We have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. This talks about tower energies. But right now we have date, getting out there, setting a date, planning. And this is what the Two of Wands speaks of. It's like the two of you planning to see each other, the two of you making and executing plans that leads to the lightning bolt, that leads to the epiphany, that leads to permanent change. And it all starts with just one little flicker, one little flame between the two of you. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 1, please. For pile number 1, what was the last thought this person had about pile 1 in the bowl? Oops, there's the Tower. Oh, there's the Temperance out of the bowl. Temperance is reversed. King of Wands is reversed in your bowl today. This person just feels, they feel weak even in themselves, saying that they're not ready. They don't want to admit that they're not ready. They feel like that gives a poor impression to you. They're not ready for change in this moment. It's like they're feeling like they don't want to create chaos, or they're feeling like that their life is not organized right now for the type of person you are, the type of relationship that you're expecting in this moment. But there's that Tower. They're speaking here about how we successfully build things with effort overall. And eventually this person will be ready for that permanent change, or it's just going to come upon them and they won't be able to stop it. It's like they're just going to fall and they won't be able to stop it. Big charms for you in the bowl today. We have the letter S and E. These could be initials. You have love and beloved. I always think of the name Amy with beloved because it means beloved. We have kind, true, happy, thankful, strong, all the beautiful qualities that this person or perhaps you possess. We have angels watching over the situation. And we do have the watermelon slice, which is very physical, a lot of fun. I think of that Harry Styles song. We also have here Saint Anthony. That could be a specific name, so Tony or Anthony could be important. He is holding baby Jesus in his arms, and it says, Saint Anthony, pray for us. He's the patron saint of impossible causes or lost things sometimes. So Spirit says that you may be praying towards this person, or again, Anthony could be a significant name. Catholicism could be important or significant to someone watching as well. All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. Drop your comment below for your chance to win a free reading here from me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below as well. And I do update that shop daily, even though it sells out quickly. But I hope you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage. I hope that you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the nature communication, and this is your reading. How does the person on your mind truly feel about you right now? This card says nature communication, fairy energies, elemental messengers, and flower energies. Now, sometimes I get the impression of like communication that comes in that isn't vocalized. It's like communication through energy, communication through nature. So this could even speak to no contact or minimal, open, honest conversation. So take this reading as it resonates to your situation at this time. But there's like a communication that exists that doesn't exist perhaps in person. So how does this person truly feel, please, for pile number 2? We're using the, I believe it's called the Guardians of the Woods Tarot, or I'm not sure. I'll double check the name of this deck for you, Pau-2. How does this person truly feel about you at this time? We have the Nine of Wands coming out first. Oopsie. We have the Seven of Wands coming out with the Moon reversed. I feel like this person's been dreaming about you. We have the Three of Pentacles. And this person has had a hard time like accepting their role. Like they've had a challenging time accepting the role that they played in the conflict or in obstacles in this connection. Because they're filled with remembrance. This person's very nostalgic when it comes to you, Pau-2. Ten of Swords. And we have the King of Swords. And especially moving into the future, they feel like they're gaining a lot of clarity, or they have gained clarity over this connection as well. Here's the Four of Wands, and there's the Two of Pentacles. Oh, they're calling you a friend from the past. Could be current friendship as well, but it is never supposed to perhaps just stay friendship. It's like this person wanted a relationship with you, but I don't think that they weren't very kind to themselves or compassionate to themselves to even give themselves the permission to imagine that there was the possibility of more in this connection. Here's the Star, because you do feel very far away from this person. So this could be no contact. That could be why there is nature communication happening, or there's a energetic communication that happens here in the situation. Because it almost feels like this person had a huge crush on you. And sometimes, I can't deny, sometimes they're very triggered by this connection. Sometimes they're very triggered, and this trigger makes them look at it from a different perspective. As I said, sometimes they have a hard time accepting the role that they played in what happened in the connection or why it didn't evolve. Sometimes they like to project that outward. It's like saying the role that you played. Because they're talking here about this cowbird inside this bird's nest. And the cowbird doesn't build a nest. It just puts its egg or lays its egg in another species nest, and then it's such a big bird that it actually pushes. You can see the baby bird on the ground here. It pushes the actual species of that bird's child out of its nest so that it can grow in its place. And it's a huge bird. So they're talking about like a bait and switch between the past in this connection and, you know, it's like the beginnings of this connection versus now. It's like they perhaps they feel like they spent like a lot of energy on this connection, or they tried to put a lot of energy in this connection, so much so that they ignored other opportunities, and they felt like they didn't get what they wanted out of it. Their expectations weren't fulfilled here. And again, they're filled with like memories, and it's like they want peace out of this situation, but until they're willing to accept their own folly in this situation, Spirit says they can't move out of this cycle, right? And they're in resistance here. Because it's like they need to forgive themselves for the things that they didn't do in this connection, and they also need to like extend some of that forgiveness to what they feel like you should have done. But that's just their perception, of course. With the Five of Swords, because there is conflict. We can't deny here the conflict here. And it's like their ego is trying to gaslight them into believing that they weren't at fault. That is like they put all the energy into it, and you you didn't want what they wanted or you weren't as interested. But I feel like there's a parallel here between the two of you, and even a parallel in your insecurities. There's also the follies of youth. They're talking about how youth is wasted on the young and how opportunities like this in love are wasted upon the young because we don't know how to handle them when they show up and we're ill-equipped. It's like I didn't have any experience in love. Maybe you didn't have any experience in love to deal with the opportunity here. Here's the moon. And like there is this feeling about wanting to release. This person in the past really thought that you were the one, or you were the person for them. And now they're kind of torn between like the loyalty to that message and the loyalty to this feeling about you, and being more loyal to their new foundation. But their new foundation has to be based on honesty with themselves. And that's where they're conflicted, because they are still struggling against admitting where they were the problem sometimes. And Spirit's not trying to throw this person under the bus. This is a very normal human reaction when someone doesn't get what they want. And the truth is that this person was a little bit obsessive. Like they really, really liked you in the past. So much so that you were like a singular focus. But they were disappointed. And so they're being very reactive because of the disappointment, because even here at these eggs, they're cracked open. So they may not even feel like there's future potential, or they're telling themselves that they shouldn't rely on future potential. But they can't stop with the what ifs, these parallel lines, these parallel worlds that we could have walked together. It's like we could have had it all. I feel like sometimes this person tortures themselves, even if it's in no contact, by watching you online or trying to keep tabs on your social media. And now we have the Fool. Here is the Tower. And there's the Three of Cups. And they referenced friendship already with the dolphins coming in, and how it wasn't just friendship. They were holding space for the Two of Cups, for a relationship here too. And the truth is that there was endurance. It's like if we could have just endured, luck would have perhaps been on our side. If we have just had a little bit more time, or somebody had a little bit more courage, then maybe this would have moved into a relationship overall. Now here at the Tower, it's like they feel like things have permanently changed. There's no going back when the Tower has fallen. It's like I can't return. But there's this desire to be reunited. It's somebody who misses their friend, and actually someone who's actually mad at themselves for not taking more action towards you as a friend. Because what they're actually, after all of this conflict, after all of this angst, after moving into the future, they're still left with the memories, but they're left with a little bit more wisdom. And the wisdom is incorporating surrounding the fact that fear was a constant companion, and that they didn't feel prepared for the opportunity that you represented in the past. And I do feel like this person still, again, I feel like they dream of you. Even when they try to deny how they feel, that's when dreams come up about you. So they can't even escape it overall. So they do feel like there was even quiet communication between the two of you in the past, and they're continuing, like all of this energy has to go somewhere. All of these thoughts, all of these feelings, they have to be projected somewhere, and this person is now projecting them out at you. Again, I feel like sometimes they torture themselves by watching you online, and that only makes them feel more vulnerable. So this person, it does feel like this person is in no contact at this time. And I feel like they're afraid to reach out to you because they're afraid of how they're going to be met. We have stay optimistic about your love life, because positive thinking can bring you romance. And this could have been like a habit that this person forged even in the past, like even negative thoughts towards themselves and insecurity stopped them from progress in the past of this connection. We have chemistry. There was a strong magnetic attraction. There were strong romantic feelings that they wanted to explore, but they retreated. Back of the deck is retreat. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. And ultimately they're showing like a wedding scene, a bride and groom going off into the distance. So commitment cycles could now be a part of your life or a part of their life. But it's like, well, I can't deny the obvious truth that existed in this connection in the past. And this is what kind of feels like it tortures this person a little bit. They also didn't take action in the past because they were afraid of a rejection. They were afraid that you were not perhaps on the same page as they were. And Spirit just told you to free yourself of guilt and shame. because it wasn't your fault. Even if this person's projecting that outward, again, they're just in a mood, right? They're just feeling over emotional as a response to this parallel path of what they could have had in this connection. Perhaps inspired by seeing you online somehow. We have chop wood, somebody who's trying to clear out the clutter, but they can't progress. There's unfinished cycles here. There's more of this angst that's going to be revealed to them until they are honest with themselves about the role that they played. We have serendipity reverse. We have luck with the serendipity card, the 4-leaf clover. It's 18. Reference to the moon we have multiple times. Lots of Cancer energy here today. Lots of Aquarius as well. But they're speaking here about perhaps luck that was not on their side. And now we're referencing about what we need to release. They're also speaking about March being very significant. So there could be a birthday in March, maybe even around St. Patrick's Day. Maybe Patrick is an important name for someone watching as well. Highlighting St. Patrick's Day. We have by the book. And you know what's interesting here? Back of the deck, we have clean it up again with the stag, trying to get to a place where they feel secure and confident. But we have by the book with the elephant, and here is the 2 of Cups with elephants. These elephants have their trunks down. These elephants have their trunks up. One is a symbol of good luck, and one is a symbol of bad luck. And this card originally came in the reversal because it's like they did what they thought they should do, and it didn't result in what they wanted because they didn't take that leap of faith. And we followed the leader. It's like they acted in kind. If you didn't say anything, they didn't say anything. And if they didn't say anything, you didn't say anything. And it sort of created the results of what we're sitting in right this moment. This could also be referencing commitment cycles for someone watching as well. And that could be one of the reasons why they feel it's necessary to clear out this cycle or to try to gain more perspective, is because there are commitment cycles for you or for them that require all of their attention or all of your attention. Let's get a couple of message cards here to see what sort of thoughts they're having. How are they truly thinking and feeling, please? About pile number 2. We have I love you, but I feel you leaving me behind. I feel like they really miss their friend. And they have had no other option but to kind of compare you to other people in their life. You speak to me through music. I feel you even though we're apart. I lost myself for a little while, and that's what's happening even in the most recent past, maybe even the last couple of months. That's what's happening with all this conflict, all this struggle to clear out the cycle. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. And that 10 of Swords is a testament to the thoughts, the angst of release. I know I was a distraction from your pain. And I don't feel like that's authentic. I feel like that's almost a self-deprecating comment. It's like, I know you didn't care about me the same way. I know I was just a distraction for you, but that's just part of their angst. I bury myself in my work to forget you on the back of that deck. How do they truly feel? We have coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, and feeling uplifted in friendship. There was an emphasis in friendship and missing their friend, knowing that they can't go back completely. But truly, the coffee cup, the teacup for me is a symbol of taking constructive feedback from our guides and angels as well about this friendship. And we have endings that bring in new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So that's what they are attempting to do for themselves in this moment with all of these thoughts. You still trigger them, because they still feel this angst about where this could have gone. But we do have, back of the deck, we have, again, heartbreak, pain, shocking attack, deception, feeling like they've been hurt in this connection because perhaps of your lack of clarity or your lack of vocalization. But I also feel like that's a part of the over-emotional response of that 10 of Swords. So let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. What was their last thought of pile, oops, fell out. Page of Pentacles. They thought about reaching out to you in communication. They thought about the challenges to overcome in order to communicate here too. Because it's like they're very curious about having a conversation with you, which they're saying could result in closure or clarity. But Spirit says it actually opens up a bit of a can of worms with this person a little bit too, because it's like a backdraft of their emotion. Because it's not just closure or clarity they're looking for when the Page of Wands is here. They want answers. And it's like there's still a thirst that exists here. They could still be holding space for this connection in some way as well. We have hug, we have the letter G, and we have the Empress who has perhaps empowered herself in her position. We do have here news on the way. So this person could have intentions moving into the future to vocalize something for you, pal, too. So don't be completely surprised if in the future this person finds the courage to reach out to you. Because they're like digging this trench here with their emotional thoughts, with their angst that they're feeling. They are kind of stuck in a karmic trench when it comes to this opportunity or this connection. And we also have the love between a grandmother and a granddaughter is forever. That will be for someone who, if that's for you, you will know that that's for you. It's a loved one that has crossed over who's watching over you in this situation. Pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for your chance to win a free reading with me and hit your notification bell. I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below as well. And I do update that shop daily, so keep checking back. But come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to Forget Who You Are. Conditioning falls away, memory no longer defines you. And this is your reading. How does the person on your mind right now truly feel about you right this moment? This card speaks a lot of youth and nostalgia. There's a reference here of like a lot of memories connected to this connection as well, and how the past has changed. We have changed, we've evolved from the past. We're no longer that version of ourselves, but some things within this connection, perhaps there's still a fine line where we're still curious about the connection or hoping for the connection in some way. This person perhaps is trying to move through a cycle of release in some way as well. I'm going to use the Angel Tarot for you to begin. Pile 3, how do they truly feel right this moment? We have the Emperor coming out first. Taking a stand, I just heard the term, taking a stand. Here's the 2 of Swords. Coming out with the 8 of Pentacles. And now this could be a reference here to like work realm energy or not putting the effort into an opportunity in school or in work. Got a lot going on here. Judgment. The 4 of Wands with the Fool. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the 4 of Swords reversed. We have the 10 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the 6 of Wands and we have the 2 of Pentacles. Oh my. So what's interesting is that there is a lot of nostalgia connected to this connection, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it's in no contact, to be honest with you. It feels like there's a lot of nostalgia because you've known each other for a long time. And it says here, conditioning falls away, memory no longer defines you. And I feel like that's what this person wants. They do not want to be defined as your friend anymore. And it really feels like they're getting restless in this position as your friend. They don't want to compromise anymore because that's what they feel like they're doing. It's like they're trying to ignore how they feel. And that's a huge compromise to them. It's like I feel like they're ready to take a stand. They don't want to take a passive approach anymore. And they're ready to act. It's going to take a little bit of confidence. And honestly, they're not even sure they're going to succeed. Like, that's the thing. It's like they're trying to become a bigger, better version of themselves. If you guys met in the past when you were very young and you've been known each other for a couple of years, they're like, I've grown up. I've matured. I'm not the same person I was in the past. And now I want to show you that. Because if this is a friendship, it's not supposed to be for them, or they don't feel like it should be. Their problem is that they don't always feel like they have enough to give you. And so they're constantly like checking and rechecking with themselves about what's wrong with me, what don't I have to offer that I can fix, that I can alter here in some way. And I think that they spent some time in the past here really trying not to see the opportunity, really trying to deny it to themselves. But that felt like such a compromise for them. And they don't want to compromise here. They don't want to, because they're showing like this fawn hidden in the grass. A mother deer will hide her little baby in the grass, and she'll go out almost all day grazing and leave the baby by itself, only coming back once or twice to nurse because it doesn't want to bring predators back to its baby. But they're showing like something hidden in the grass, in the long grass. And they don't want to hide anymore. We have the Empress. Now we have the Empress sitting right underneath the Emperor. And you can see she's seated, he isn't, because they don't feel like it's necessarily the Empress's job to do the work. Here, they could be very traditional about this, or they don't expect you to step up and lead here, because why would you need to? You're covered in pomegranates, you're the Empress. Again, this could be like friendship from the work realm. Doesn't have to be, could be school. And now we have here, it's like somebody who surrendered to defeat too early because they were convinced there were too many obstacles to overcome. It's like, I have to be careful or calculate about how I approach this. I have to be very cautious. And that's created, like, again, compromise. I just also feel like you don't know what you do to this person. Like, you don't know how much they try not to let you in on the secret. And maybe they've done a really good job of it, of just letting you feel like just a friend, and it's just, or an acquaintanceship or something of that nature. It's like they've maybe done a really good job at hiding the obsessive thoughts, but they're here and they're a reality for them. They're highlighting a lot of Virgo energy, actually. There's a lot of Aries here as well. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I just heard the song, How Deep Is Your Love? How deep is your love? I keep hearing that. How deep is your love? And it's like they want to have this reassurance before they take a leap of faith, because they feel like they're really going to have to push themselves out of their comfort zone. And their expectation is that you're not going to be able to do that. But like, this is coming out sideways, and Spirit wants me to place it sideways. They don't want, like, they're getting burnt out here in this friendship. They want to explore this in a very real way with you. All they do is compare you to other people. But there's also a part of them that doesn't actually want their bubble to be burst. It's like they don't actually want to be rejected. They're just preparing themselves for rejection. But this person has liked you for a really, really long time. At least by definition of what you would call a long time. But they're worried that you haven't even seen them in that light. That you don't even notice them like that, or you've ignored that issue here too. And that's what also tests their strength and makes them hesitate to actually take that leap of faith toward the relationship, because this person has a huge crush on you. A huge crush on you. But it's like, I feel like they want reassurance, or it's like they want to pass this torch away from friendship and into something more. There's actually a lot of similarities to pile number 1, I believe, to this reading as well. Because the reality is that it's like they're waiting for a great opportunity, but it's like they're convincing themselves with the 3 of Swords that they can't have what they want, or that you'll reject them. So it tests their strength, but confidence is their key to success. And I feel like they have intention. They know they want to create change. They just don't know when they should execute. And part of it, again, is so much wrapped up in the fact that they feel like you have overlooked them, or that you've ignored them in some way. It's like you don't even notice them, or it's not something that you're invested in. But if you're the one that asked the question about this specific person, then Spirit says that they perhaps don't have the full spectrum, because they've kept some of themselves hidden. They can't possibly know what's in your heart or what you've invested in, because this Queen of Cups has her lid on her cup. It's like, I've decided this is the cup for me. How do they truly feel, please? We have here intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. And we have yin to your yang. We have the divine feminine and the divine masculine here as well. Covered in stars all over her hair. Dreaming perhaps of you. Wanting to communicate. Wanting the relationship to evolve to the next phase. And we have eternal love. Back of the deck says a hidden gift, sadness and ending that brings in a new beginning. And they want to forget who they are. They want to put an end to a friendship, which is kind of sad for them, or an ending to something so that they can have something new in this connection here too. But they have kept themselves and their feelings, their intensities secret for you. Their intense feelings secret up to this point. What they truly feel, please, for pile number 3. And maybe you're feeling the exact same way because there's 2 elephants here with their trunks down, and endurance. It's like 2 people who perhaps have endured in this connection. My nerves are getting the best of me. I am so attracted to you. You have no idea what you do to me. It says I miss you a lot. So if the 2 of you are ever in separation, or if this does resonate with you and it is in a separation, that's possible here as well. That's not a huge collective message coming through. Don't think because we don't talk, I don't want to, because I do. So even if they haven't expressed how they truly feel, it doesn't mean that they don't want to. It just means that they don't feel capable of it at this moment. I really hate not communicating with you as much as I want to, but you're going to hear from me because I feel like this person is restless. They want more. They want to act. They want clarity in the situation. I've been putting myself first, and I realize it's only hurting me more. So putting their safety first, but ready to take a stand. I do think about the future. When I do, I think about you in it. I'm not hiding the connection for the wrong reasons. Or they're hiding the connection for the wrong reasons. Maybe they're just hiding it because of fear and of confidence issues. Even though we're not together, I just can't let you go. I hold back because I don't want to get rejected. And that's what it feels like. But I do think that there's intention. I don't know when they're going to execute this. This could take a while for them. But they do have intentions to communicate something to you in the future of this connection. Pile number 3. How do you truly feel, please? You have the butterfly. They want their relationship to evolve to the next phase. Healing their inner child, the inner child forgetting who you are, moving this connection into growth, because they do feel like this could be a twin flame connection. Yin yang, that's the second time we've seen this, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. They feel like the 2 of you would couple very well and would complement each other. Love on one side, masks on the other. It says affection, attraction, oneness, passion, but not showing their true feelings, pretending, deluding, gaslighting, perhaps even themselves in this connection as well. We have time for a nap and a change in the wind. Now, in this moment, it's like they're dreaming up a plan. They're creating a plan. They're trying to trust their higher self to guide them in this plan. But they're also kind of waiting for the perfect opportunity to pounce, or the perfect opportunity to create change in this situation as well. This could take some time. We have building blocks, we have foundations, we have opportunities. This could be, again, referencing work or school realms as well. But it's like they're taking their time, but they wish to build a foundation here, or to build upon a foundation that has already been established in friendship. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 3, please. What is the last thought this person had about pile 3 in the bowl? I missed the bowl. The moon reversed. More is going to be revealed to you in this connection. Spirit says that you could have information that pops in online as well. This person wants to reflect upon like their regrets. It's like they're going to start with that. If they do come forward towards you, again, this could take some time, of course, but if they do come forward towards you, they're going to reveal something, and it's going to reveal like regrets that they have. That's how they're going to pose it. It's like, I have regrets that I didn't do this. And they're hoping that that's like their in of like planting a seed of what is still possible. But there is more to come here. We have here increased effort if we want to achieve our goal. We have the teddy bear. They are speaking about youth, and even the bicycle. That's the chariot for me, but it's also a chariot like child charm, something that happened when I was young or in a relationship that's established when we were younger. We have GF. We have here the forget-me-not, so don't forget about me. We also have here the rose stem, and I often think about, you know, thorns amidst the rose stem. Pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. Drop your comment below for your chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell and check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and I do update that shop daily, so keep checking back. But I hope you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage. I hope you have a beautiful day.